I couldn't even get a wink of sleep. Is she crying? Yeah, she's crying. Could it be fatigue from our flight last night? My body feels a lot heavier than usual. Well, why? I can't even feel the muscles in my arms or legs. Or anywhere, I can't feel a thing. It's sickening. Could this be what they call lethargy? Sophie may be afflicted with lethargy as well. She's never mumbled like that before. Good morning, milady. Sophine's gown was covered with twigs and dirt from sleeping on the ground. It pains me to see her so slovenly. But it was my own fault. Had I been more resourceful, Sophine wouldn't have had to sleep on the ground. Did you sleep well? Sophie shook her head disdainfully, eyes shut against the morning sun. Her eyes appeared slightly swollen from tears. Neither did I, my lady. I was still worried about father and how people to sleep. Damn it. How could I... Oh, what was that? How could I have disgraced Selphine so? How could I be so powerless? Well, you did just throw yourselves across the planet. I think you're alright. We need to learn everything we can about those people. Indeed. Who was after Selphine and why? Were they alone? Or did they have reinforcements? Well, considering that your whole kingdom was on fire, I assume they had reinforcements. It's almost pathetic how little we know about our enemy. Ritona, why do you think those girls were trying to kill me? Do you think they want to become Queen of Rughzenhaide? A monarchy without its monarch is a kingdom in chaos. It didn't seem that way to me, at least. Milady, as it stands, we know too little about our enemy to discuss their supposed motivations. Our priority now should be leaving this forest and asserting the locale. Yeah. We can plan out our next move after we fulfill this objective. Yeah. You're right, Ritona. For now, returning to Rughzenhaide, or at least territory affiliated with manakravte's alliance, remains our top priority. Until then, everything else is a distraction. Ooh, we're going up a path. We walked for almost 10 minutes before coming across our first sign of hope. But probably not the last, which means this is going to be the shit. In the bad way. We'd have been in a sad state if we attempted to survive off the land without the use of my manacrafts. Hope manifested itself in the form of a rugged trail. We began scattering stones and removing the undergrowth which was obstructing the trail. The trail was dug, flattened and refined by the hands of humans. It may as well have been paved with stone. Okay, this music's a bit too dramatic for a path. There may be a settlement nearby. No, I guess we should walk in the direction that's a little brighter than the other. Indeed, but for safety's sake, do not under any circumstance leave my side. Okay. We assumed that the road led to a settlement, though we tried not to get our hopes up. I've never seen trees like these in Rughzenhaide. She was right. Just where did the mana stream take us? This forest was thick with unfamiliar vegetation. Irritatingly, I was unable to identify a single plant. Oh god, what happens if they're on another planet? Ah, crap. Worse still, the low oxygen level made breathing difficult. If we rushed through, we were sure to pass out. But what was the cause of this lack of oxygen? Oh crap, they're on a mountain! Sure, I bet they're on a mountain. It wasn't human, but something was amiss. I struggled to shake off this unsettling sensation. Milady. Yes, Ritona. If what we're approaching is the settlement of the Alliance, then we should procure whatever sentiment stones they have. You mean the stones for storing colored and purified mana? What for? So we can stay in contact if we're separated. And also, because our comcraft links to each other have been severed. What? Oh my, it really has been severed. It's similar to how our only link to the Quinn Order was disrupted during the attack. The same with our link to Father. I tried commencing oh my god, why did I even try? Comcraft contact yesterday evening, but got nothing. I still don't understand how they managed to disrupt our Comcraft links. Ugh. What's the matter, Ritona? You don't look well. There are two possible explanations for this. Either the riptide effects somehow disrupted it, or what? Or the mana lines here aren't sophisticated enough to support long-distance Comcraft calls. Rughzenhaide's Comcraft mana lines once extended beyond Kingdom of Vastulakat, and provided amazing Comcraft link quality. This is basically the internet. But since those mana lines were disrupted, as we learned when I tried to contact the Quinn Order, it's likely the latter case. Yeah. Our priorities lie elsewhere, though, my lady. As it stands, we're isolated here. Our inability to communicate with our forces isn't beneficial, but if I were to lose contact with you in this foreign land, I don't even want to think about it. If I could, I would re-establish our Comcraft links to each other right now, but we need sentiment stones for that, and neither of us has one. Indeed, we do not. Around an hour later, the trail ceased to be a winding road. The trees lining the trail diminished significantly as we exited the forest, finding ourselves in front of a pair of large gates at the end of the trail. What the hell? Is this a city? Some steampunkish city? What's going on? What? I clicked a bit too early there. What is this place? My mana dowsing couldn't detect any trace of mana. Wait, I'm not saying he's right. My mana dowsing couldn't detect any trace of mana in the forest, and yet this settlement has as many people as a small kingdom. She was at a loss for words. At the gate stood a signboard in a language we were unfamiliar with. The people traversing in and out of traversing in and out of the gates, the language being spoken and exchanged. The architecture, the craftsmanship, the masonry, everything. Just about everything that defined the settlement was incredibly foreign. They're not speaking Azure-Zidindin? I don't know. Let's look it up. Why can't I... what the balls ever. They must not be a part of the Alliance. I'm not even sure if this settlement is even located on the continent of Rizada. Nothing about the settlement even remotely resembles anything we know. Being beyond the gate and into the settlement may prove... Going beyond, sorry, may prove to be more daunting task than I imagined. Milady. Without a doubt, we are completely oblivious to the customs of this region, and for that reason I recommend that we communicate through Oriotum, whatever. Agreed! Also, we should conceal our identities. Out of caution, neither of us should, under any circumstance other than the name Rughzenhaide. Agreed, we could be in enemy territory for all we know. Until we learn something substantial, we are no more than a pair of travelers. Okay, Ritona, we're travelers. I will speak for us, so please allow me for a moment to address myself to Arroatum first. Oh, now it's like cheerful music all of a sudden. The Ritona people are looking at us, oh my god! Yes, they are, oh my god. The townspeople passing us by would turn and stare blankly at us both. Perhaps our form of attire is entirely foreign to the locale. We'd better find a boutique after we locate a store that sells sentiment stones. Stay close to me, my lady. I'm trying, God! Isn't there anyone unassuming looking we could try communicating with? Ugh. We'll never know anything until we make contact with someone. Excuse me, we are searching for the nearest sundry. Would you be so kind as to assist us? Buh? Oh my god, what the hell? Kashaz Chu Ugan Onanu Abura? Ugh. I suppose I have to simplify my request. It was already a simple request though. We've lost our way and need directions. Kishabrezi eta lokinja gochi abilu spikilu lingi fu frenchy poo pidgey. Oh my god, what the hell? It's like Jar Jar Binks. He understood me this time. I'm not so sure he did, Ritona. Let me try. I'm sorry, but we're not from around here. Could you please help us find the closest clothing store? Helpy foo, findy coo, clothy you. Yesy ho, helpy too, takey coo, girly coo, clothy you. What the hell is this? Who in the name of friendship would make a kind of language where you put you?
Crack that soul, now what? I mean you. Crack that soul.
Or two. This is like something that someone I know would do. If you're watching, hi. Impressive. Wait, yeah. Selphine managed to deconstruct Azurzidin into this man's way of speaking. But now I can't understand a single word Selphine's saying. You're extending your endings too much, Ritona. Shorten them a bit. Also, the proper received pronunciation is... But receiving Selphine's instructions, I made another attempt. Oh, we're sundry? Well, why didn't you just say so in the first place? There are tons of them around town. Wow. I can understand him now, and he understood my request. Selphine has always been a master of picking up new languages by osmosis. Thank you very much for your help, kind sir. Does this place have its own currency? We weren't sure if it did or not. Oh, honey. First of all, this place is a city. And second, of course it does. What do you think we deal in? Animal pelts? A heel, I suppose not. A blush? Oh, gaudy, what's the bang? So I suppose you wouldn't have any looking currency, would you? Were you hoping to go shopping or something? Ah, you could say that. So you're short on change. Oh, I know. You could pawn something. There's a pawn shop right outside the city. The young man was earnest in assisting Selphine and directed us to the specified pawn shop. Thank you again, kind sir. You've been a great help. Please, there was nothing really. Can we back now? As we left in the indicated direction, I noticed that the young man would look back occasionally for a glimpse of Selphine. That young man seemed quite earnest, milady. He sure was. I've never met such a helpful stranger before. Ugh. Earnest for all the wrong reasons. Gosh, Ritona, why not use Ariel-Dem to communicate? I don't even know. They don't speak Azurati and you do, you know. I noticed. Even without Ariel, fuck it. Arrow or Atom. Even without Arrow or Atom, Selphine would have no trouble being understood. She was gifted with the linguistic talent from birth. In Arrow or Atom, the more control and flexibility one has in their mother tongue, the more easily their thoughts can be conveyed across languages. If I may interject, my lady, Arrow or Atom, one of the most difficult techniques amongst currently known comcraft, is how kingdoms without a mutual language engaged in diplomacy. Arrow or Atom originated during the reign of Rughzenhaide III, who yearned for a method that could be used to unite kingdoms in conflict. He sought to conclude conflicts through communication, and Arrow or Atom would make that possible. Selphine, having learned of this via downpath, I still don't know what downpath is. Okay, path down, whatever. The down path is a unique hereditary manakravte may only be used by the royals of Rughzenhaide. Casting this manakravte allows the memories and wisdom. Oh, okay, yep. Yeah. The royalty of Rughzenhaide may have a gift for languages, but please don't break Arroatum to converse with the populace. Granted, I have no ear for languages, so my request carried little to no weight.
Oh, why not, Ritona? I want to help too, and I'd like to learn the language. I have a facility with languages, but I can't use manakravte.
Nonsense, my lady. You're well versed in medicraft. Your culinary skills are top-notch, and you're an amazing archer. You have many, many talents.
Don't flatter me, Ritona. Oh my god. We both know I'm below average in all of those. The only arts I truly excel at are making conversation and language. Without those, I am nothing!
Do not despair, my lady. Have faith in your many talents and strengths. Nothing positive will come from degrading your dignity.
But you always degrade yourself, Ritona.
It is well deserved in my case. I have much more to learn, so much that I have never been satisfied.
That alone is a contradictory statement. Gosh, Ritona, why? I trade my linguistic skills for your flair and manakravte in a heartbeat. There's nothing particularly beneficial to making conversation, but it's all I have.
Well, yes, there is. Oh my god. Utter nonsense. If you willed it, you could easily converse with anyone through Arroatum. Think of the opportunities that dialogue would create. I don't have your facility with languages, milady. I'd never have learned Arroatum without you.
You really think so, Ritona?
I do believe so, truly. Please, do not degrade your dignity any further. Oh my god, can you two bitches stop bitching and go to the bitch shop? You will succeed the throne as Queen Selphine of Rughzenhaide one day. Your people will not judge you, but the fine silk gowns you wear or your beauty, but the imbeciles would dare do.
Meh.
Please do not force me to illustrate my point further.
Yeah, Ritona, you're way too young for that old lady talk. Me. Don't wait for me, Ritona, I was only kidding!
Okay, we're here. Having followed the young man's directions dutifully, we arrived in an old pawn shop outside the city.
So there really are places that still only accept local currency?
Outside Rughzenhaide, I suppose the use of currency is still commonplace. Where Rughzenhaide has moved beyond using money, the rest of the Alliance uses the same of their common currency. We can no longer act under the presumption that our cultures share anything in common.
Agreed.
Is something amiss, my lady?
No, it's just I've never seen or touched real money before. Kinda exciting, isn't it?
Really? You're monarch. Really whatever. We've never needed it, so I suppose it's only natural. Is everything free? But my lady, you've at least seen a sane note before, haven't you?
Of course I have, but seeing and feeling are two completely different things.
Logical, seeing as we'd never had a need for it.
And Father always told me that money is the embodiment of all evil.
Ooh, wise man.
Contact with money would beckon for the archdemon of avarice, sequel, who would steal your soul.
Archdemon of avarice, seriously?
I can't wait to see the city's currency.
We're close in age, but Selphine was a child at heart. And her curiosity about the world outside Rughzenhaide was overflowing. Money has always been deeply rooted in the foundation of any society. Some yearn for it, some do not. It is a necessary evil. At least I think it is. Whatever the case, our common sense as citizens of Rughzenhaide should be sound enough to fend off greed. At least I hope we can.
I know, Ritona. I just wanted to save at the moment, that's all.
The issue at hand for us now would be deciding what item to put up for collateral, and whether or not that item had any value in the eyes of the appraiser. prusa, a pisa, a poopy-dabba-dee. Ugh. Maybe a precious metal might work. Shall we, milady? Oh god, that guy does not look fun.